morning, Shade 45. I love that Sway and the team here has agreed to take this initiative and do Mental Health Mondays once a month here on the Sway in the Morning Show. We've been doing it quite some time with a licensed mental health therapist, David Weber. Thank you so much, Dave, because you faithfully make the trip up from Georgia once a month, once every other month, depending on how the days fall, and you make it up here to be a part of the team, to support the citizens, to help the citizens. Citizens have reached out to me saying that they spoke to you off air, and so that just tells us and everybody that you're not just here talking, you're actually doing the work once you leave this show.
I appreciate that. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to help. You know what I mean? That's why I'm here.
Yeah.
But that's my purpose, so that's why I'm here.
I love it, man. I love it. Thank you for all that you've done. Freeway, man, my brother, man, MC of MCs, who we all just love and respect him for what he's been able to do on record, and no pun intended, but off the record, he's been able to do incredible things as well.
Absolutely.
When Sway told us that Freeway was talking to him and creating this idea about coming up here to this show once a month to promote health and wellness, I was like, wow, thank you. Thank you, God. Thank you, Most High. Thank you, because we shied away from this topic for so long in our lives. It hasn't made sense, really. We should have been talking about this the minute that loved one in your family that you were close to, whether it was your auntie or your uncle or your cousin, passed away. We should have started talking about mental health.
Most definitely.
But instead, somebody told you, stop being a crybaby. Suck it up. Ain't nothing wrong with you. Go in the room. Shut up. Don't be a punk. All these different things. I actually remember the first time I kind of processed death. It was a little kid I used to walk to school with. I was 9 years old, and he got hit by a car.
Wow.
And he passed away.
Wow.
And I just noticed that I didn't see my friend anymore. My friend wasn't around anymore.
I had a situation like that. I was, I forget what grade it was in, but it was like the beginning, like probably like 4th or 5th grade. And my mom could afford to send me to Disney World, but she couldn't afford to come. And there was another student that was like that. So we shared a room together. So we spent some time together. And then when we came home, like 2 weeks later, it was an accident. And his mom and his brother and sisters was in the car on the highway, and she got out the car, but the car got hit, and they both got killed. So I almost couldn't even sleep because I just was in a room where it was just me and him for like a week. So I'm like, damn, he gonna pop up on me in this joint or something. You know, when you're little and you don't really have an understanding of God and religion and everything that's going on, it could really affect you.
It really affected me. I didn't understand anymore how somebody that young, it was my friend. We walked to school together, let's say maybe 3 times a week, and he was just gone. And I couldn't go to the funeral because my mom didn't agree with young kids being at, and I understand that, you know, but I never forgot that. That was my first, and I just missed my friend.
Yeah.
I didn't know where to put those feelings, but you realize at that young age, I might have needed therapy, you know, but instead I put those feelings to the side or found a place, or you come up with imaginary friends, whatever we do to cope, you know, in life. But I'm glad, Freeway, all that to say, I'm glad that you have decided to do this, and we welcome you back to the show here with your segment. Feeling Healthier with Freeway, a road to a better you. I noticed a call that was coming in earlier, and then I was like, the mayor of Baltimore is calling, but maybe this is the wrong show. So I didn't want to be disrespectful. I didn't hang up, but I didn't realize what was going on. And so thank God Freeway came in to say that the mayor is going to be calling. Thank you, Kira, for keeping the mayor on hold.
Yeah, shout out to Mayor Scott.
Yeah, I'm going to bring up the mayor right now, Mayor Brandon Scott of Baltimore. What's up, Mayor?
Hey,
good morning.
Scott.
What up, everybody? What up, Free? What up, my brother?
My brother, good morning. How you feeling?
I'm good. I do want to chime in because I was listening for a long time. Whoever that was that said New Kids on the Block, y'all supposed to hang up on him immediately.
Oh, wow. Okay. We were having, let me give a backstory. So we were having a debate about the most influential male group one, and I said New Edition, just for me and my generation. I just felt like it was New Edition, and people started calling up, and somebody did say New Kids on the Block. I can't name three New Kids on the Block songs, but that's not my generation. Yeah. So I got you, Mayor.
I see you. The block or the kids or the song.
The block or the kids on the song. But thank you for listening and chiming in. What brings you here today?
Listen, I think that much like I just saw my brother Freeway last week as he performed at my inaugural sneaker gala, but really for us it's about uplifting this same topic, right? We know that opioid addiction is a real thing, and here in Baltimore we know, you all know, how much it has hit my city for some time, and now for me, being the first mayor in 20 years in Baltimore to be reelected, it's an important thing for us.
Congratulations.
This work that we're leading on, thank you, on opioid and addiction and healing is important. We've been able to win $600 million plus in lawsuits against big pharma companies who were pumping pills into our city, which is critically important for our communities. But what's going to happen that's more important is that we set up an executive order. We're going to have a group of folks, including those who were impacted and those who were using, and people from public health, setting up an opioid advisory board for me to talk about how we're going to use that money in our community to get people the help they need, to have the conversations that we need, so that we can stop losing people the way that we're losing them. Because I think, as you said very, very, very eloquently, this is a topic that our community avoids, right? We talk about gun violence, and while we're happy to have Baltimore now have its largest reduction in homicides last year at 20%, we're beating that at 24%. Oftentimes this year, the deaths from overdose, we know that's 2 and 3 times more, and folks don't like to talk about that. So we want to uplift consistently the importance of that work as well, to making sure that our communities are getting the healing that they deserve. And we're just so grateful to our brother Freeway for always lifting it up and for the great work that he does.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely. Now, we have a lot of citizens from the Baltimore area that listens to the show. Is there a direct way to follow you, Mayor, on social media, how to be a part of the community?
Yes.
Are there any websites that they need to go to?
Yeah, so for me, it's just Mayor B.M. Scott is all my social media, Instagram. Everybody pretty much knows that's where you can get me. And the website is mayor.baltimorecity.gov, where you can get all the information from me direct.
I love it.
And for me, Baltimore holds a special place in my heart as I received my kidney transplant at Johns Hopkins. So even before that, it was a lot of synergy. The doctor that actually helped me facilitate the kidney transplant, his name is Dory Sagiff, and he lives in Baltimore. So, I'm looking forward to, building with Mayor Scott and bringing some of the workforce certifications that we got going on in Philly and Delaware to the city of Baltimore, too. So
absolutely. No, there's a connection there. And there's a lot of times people, well, why not Philly? You have to build where your blessings come from sometimes
Most
as well.
definitely.
You
Most
just
definitely.
never know. Yeah, it could be at home, but there was something that connected for you in Baltimore. And so
And we just
beautiful.
did our 3rd annual cancer ride October 27th all through the city of Baltimore. Shout out to Shut Up Let's Ride. It's a 3-wheel community. We roll all through the city. We actually pulled up to Johns Hopkins, and some of the people came out. The feeling was just amazing to be able to be there, and this. I could possibly still be on the kidney transplant waiting list right now if I didn't go to Johns Hopkins and do a special procedure where I received a kidney with hepatitis C, then they cured the hepatitis C. So
wow,
a lot of love for Baltimore.
A lot of love. And Mayor, listen, you're free to call up here any single time. Thank you for being a citizen. Thank you for listening to the show. We appreciate you, and much love to the city of Baltimore.
Thank you. Peace, everybody.
Peace, love. Listen, we have Freeway here. We have David Weber here. And before you guys walked into the room, we asked the citizens to call us up to speak about the holidays. The holidays are here. It's a tough time for some folks to cope. A lot of times people don't want to be around family or not looking forward to being around family. I had a conversation with my aunt recently, and I said, when my dad was physically here, he made us come to things. We're grown now and he's no longer here. We don't have to come to family functions. And you don't realize sometimes how, you not showing up or people not being there, it does something to the family structure. It does something to the dynamic. We had a caller in today, said she just lost her job. You know, people are trying to deal with a lot of things on top of it being a holiday. So we wanted to have people call up. We wanted to have you guys chime in on different ways to cope. And we also keep in mind not everybody celebrates the holidays, but if you could have some ways to help people, you know, deal with the holidays, the pressure of it all. There's a new year coming up. Everybody wants to start over. It's time to out with the old and in with the new. Some people are trying to lose weight, all the different things. So can we have the callers call up and talk with you guys?
Most definitely.
All right. 888-742-3345. We're going to come back with some calls. And Freeway and David Weber are here on Sway in the Morning, Shade 45. Sway in the Morning, Shade 45. You just heard from Freeway. Each and every month, we do Mental Health Mondays here at Sway in the Morning. We're blessed to have Freeway here with us doing Feeling Healthier with Freeway, Road to a Better You. And David Weber, man, listen, he's been trooping it out with us for close to a year now, man.
Yeah,
coming up
wow.
here from Georgia once a month and helping the citizens. He's a licensed therapist, a mental health therapist licensed. So I reached out to the citizens. We reached out to the citizens to say, listen, we recognize the holidays are here. A new year is literally right around the corner. How are you coping? Like, just how are you coping with it? What are you going through right now? And David Weber and Freeway are here to help. We're going to hear from both of them as you let us know what's going on. We have Mary on the line, you guys. She's calling in from Boston. Hey, Mary, how are you?
Hey, Mary.
Hey, Heather. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Torch, DB, the whole team, Freeway, and
David Weber.
David Weber, thank you.
Yes.
I'm like a fourth-time caller, but anyways, I am currently dealing with my fiance is incarcerated in Rhode Island, and I have a 6-year-old daughter on top of that, so this holiday is really stressful. And then my mom is a drug addict. I've given her an ultimatum. She's no longer allowed to see my daughter until she realizes she needs help, and it's been over a month. I have not had no contact with her, nothing. Yeah, it's just a little stressful. And then, like Heather B., like, I was always a daddy's girl, and my dad passed away 8 years ago, right before Thanksgiving.
You know what?
So I mean, this year is a little tough.
That's crazy. My father, the anniversary of his transition is coming up. He passed away on December 12th back in 2018. So, yeah, December is a little crazy for me, too. So I get it, Mary. I get it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to, get through one day at a time. I mean, the fact that my fiance is incarcerated in a whole different state is the scary part. Like, he's a black man, and it's just, I don't trust the state of Rhode Island as it is. Even when we go up there to visit, the vibes are off, and I feel a lot of racial profiling, and I don't know. And it's just tough this year.
Yeah, let's try to get you some help. So, David Weber, I'm going to start with you because you heard Mary. Her fiance is locked up. They have a child together. She has a mother who is dealing with some addiction. And obviously, with the holidays and everything coming up, what would you suggest Mary do? How does she try to cope with everything that's going on all at the same time? And she hasn't heard from her mom in a month.
Yeah, that's really tough, the situation that you're in. Encouraging yourself is going to be super important. Encouraging him and encouraging yourself. If you're down, then it's going to, perhaps make him down as well. So encouraging him, uplifting him, also uplifting yourself, and also what you take in, from television to music to whatever. If it's not uplifting you, turn it off, because it's going to make you more depressed, more sad, and those types of things. So just make sure what you're consuming is good food, emotionally, mentally, psychologically, those types of things.
Freeway?
That makes a lot of sense. That was some great advice. I would just say stay strong, and just realize your circumstances and understand your circumstances. When you go to prison, you go to visit him, it's designed to make people uncomfortable. Like, that's why they're there. That's why they make it hard. In Philly, we used to be able to go just, on a day you could go see them. Now you have to get on this list, and a lot of times you can't even get on the list because it's already full. So it's designed for you to be uncomfortable, but you understand your circumstances. You know what you're dealing with. That way you go into it, like the brother said, and uplift him. Like, try to give him good energy. try to keep good energy yourself. As far as your father passing away, the anniversary of my father passing away was just November 29th.
Wow.
You know, he passed away 2022 right in front of me in my house, you know, and it's difficult.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's not easy to deal with, but just try to think of the good times and the good memories and, you know, the times that y'all had together, you know, all the love that he showered on you. Just think of those moments, you know.
That's real.
David,
God
I want
willing, you're able to get through.
Yeah, David, I want to get your take on this too, because I thought about something Freeway said about visiting in prison. Would you recommend taking a young child to prison to visit, whether it's a mother or father incarcerated?
That's a great question. I used to work in prison doing therapy in male prison and female prison. I've seen it work for some people, right? The child is mature enough to understand, and I've seen other people it doesn't necessarily work. So it's on an individual basis. You know your child. You know what they can handle. If your child can handle it, you believe that child can handle it, it definitely encourages the person inside. For sure. Yeah. They're definitely encouraged. So I say more often than not, absolutely take them, but have a conversation about what it is, what's going on. You don't have to explain everything, but have a conversation with them so they know what they're going into and what to expect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mary,
my daughter, she visits. She knows what's going on, and to an extent of a 6-year-old mind. But she sees her dad.
Thank you, Mary, for your call, and we hope here things get better, you know, and your fiance is home soon. God bless you. You're a citizen.
Let's sway in the morning.
We have Denard, you guys, on the line, calling in from Houston. Hey, D, what's up? Say good morning to Freeway and David Weber.
What's up, Denard?
Good morning.
Morning, Denard.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. I don't know. I try not to rehearse in my head what I want to say, and I'm going to try not to be too emotional. Let me pull over. So I cry a lot in my car. I'm having a hard time. I'm an addict, first of all. Like, my wife don't even know I'm an addict. Okay? I'm a sole provider. I don't have a job. I'm skilled. I'm an educator by trade, okay? The last job interview I had, the guy gave me a job. The background canceled that. Okay? So I just been struggling. I've been working. So along this journey, I called Sway, and it just was divine. When Lonnie Light answered the phone the first time, I said, boy, Lonnie is the quietest person. If Lonnie answered the phone, it's divine. It's about alignment. I've been on that pad. I've been working. I worked my car wash. I said, if I get that pound swing in the morning, it's on. Somebody outbid me because I didn't have the credentials. There's a lot going on. Now it's holidays. I don't even have a job. I had to take my condo money for my rent. I got eviction orders. Like, look, I just need a job. Like, anybody in America could give somebody who tried a job this morning, I'm coming.
Okay, Denard, let us stop you here because I want to try to get you some help. As I mentioned earlier, the phone lines are jammed. So I want to try to get you some help first and I'll start with David Weber again because, David, as you're listening to this, he is a self-admitted addict. He's dealing, obviously, with a lot of emotion. He said he's trying to find a job. The background checks, which obviously we know, they're going to do some information.
They ain't doing it. They ain't giving you no job, bro. They ain't giving you no job.
Just we're going to try to get you some help, though, okay? So just hold on 1 second. How does someone like this, and he's still dealing with addiction, try to get on the right path? Is it go to a rehab first? Like, what is he doing in a situation like this?
Should he tell his wife?
Yeah. First off, your courage to come on here and tell your story, man.
Absolutely.
You almost had me in tears for a second. So I appreciate you having the courage to say what you said. I'm gonna make it simple. Give me hit me up on Instagram. I'm gonna get you some help, man. Let's just make it simple. I'm gonna get you some help. All right. It's David
real.
Weber.
I've been calling here thinking I can get help through Sway. Thinking I'm gonna call Sway out, man. Sway, they help people every day. I'm gonna call Sway out, man. Sway gonna help me. I've been telling everybody, no to be at Sway in the morning. Had to be said, no to be at Sway in the morning.
We'll get you some help.
Take the information. He about to give you the information right now. So take the information down.
You got a pen?
All right, bro. All right, thank y'all, bro.
It's David Weber _LPC. David Weber WEBBER _LPC. Hit me up on Instagram. and I'm going to get you help today.
Hold on, I got a pen. Hold on, say that one more time.
It's David Weber, WEBBER _ LPC. Hit me up on Instagram. I'm going to get you help. I'm going to go to the airport from here, and I'm going to get you help in the airport. All right?
All right, for sure.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you, Denard.
Sure,
Make sure
Thank
you reach
bro.
out. You're welcome. God bless you. Wow. Janice is on the line, you guys, calling in from Syracuse. Hey, Janice, good morning.
Hey,
Thank you for
Janice.
calling in.
Good morning, everyone. Hello.
Hey, hello.
Janice.
Talk to us, Janet. What's going on?
All right. HB, my dad passed and my mother both passed. My mom recently just passed. We're coming up on a 1-year anniversary.
Wow.
It's January 8th of next year.
Mm-hmm.
My dad passed January 1st of 2022. I'm going to be honest with y'all. Every day I just wake up and thank God that excuse me if I get choked up, because it is a struggle. Because can I be honest for 1 second? Like, I lost my dad. I called up there, and Miss Smith, he said a prayer for my dad. That was a highlight for him.
I remember that.
Like, I miss my mom so damn much. Like, I forget that my dad is gone, and I feel so guilty about that. But I'm so broken because I miss her so much.
It's okay, Janet, to let it out.
I don't know. It's just every day I just try to wake up. I see my baby's faces, my siblings, and my husband.
Mm-hmm.
But it's so hard because it's like, every day I find myself looking more and more like her, from my hands to how, like, I'm like, I am really my mother's daughter. And it's like, when I took care of my parents, my mother died in my house. I was the last one to see her.
Right.
I went through hell, and it all took 9 weeks. She passed on the 8th. Her birthday is January 26th. So the month of January, I'm trying to get away. Like, I just don't want to even be bothered, but because January is so tough for me. I'm trying to change how my outlook is of it, but I can't do it right now because I don't want to say I'm in a dark place, but I just miss her, but I miss both of them, but I miss her so much.
Yeah.
I feel exactly how you feel, like, and it's rough because, like, I lost my son, my daughter, and my dad, and, like, my daughter was, like, my best friend, and I miss her so much, and I be feeling bad because I miss my son, too, and I love him, but the relationship that I have with my daughter,
different.
Just different. But the only thing that get me through, I'm telling you, like, my relationship with God is the only thing. Like, if I didn't have that, I don't know where I would be right now. Like, like, it's rough. Like, I miss the day my dad died, just passed.
Yep.
Then his birthday just passed. October, my daughter, my son died on the 23rd, my daughter died on the 28th of October. So October is crazy for me. Then November, my dad died November 29th. So, like, that whole September is messed up for me because I know it's coming. Then October is like, wow.
Yep.
Then November is like, nigga, don't forget, like, so it's rough. But I'm telling you, like, that relationship with God is the only thing that get me through. Like, so we in this together. We got to stay strong. You're going to have days where it's overwhelming. Like, I have days I don't even want to talk to nobody.
Right.
But we gotta try our best to push through and get through these times. And like you say, you look at yourself and you see your mom. That's beautiful. I look at myself and I see my dad all the time, and he used to say it to me. He had dementia, and he used to look at me and say, "That's me." Like, we in this together.
That's why I'm trying to. I'm pulling all my nieces and nephews, and I'm having Christmas Eve at my house.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just doing everything to just keep us all. Because I know it's tough. Like, my mom was both of them, but my parents had divorced. But when they became best friends, and, like, later in life, even though, like, Tracy G, like, your energy, like, when I listen, I'm 37 years old, and I'm like, yo, a lot of times I have to sit back to myself, and I be like, yo, what would Tracy say? Like, how would she feel? I really like your energy is so different, and I just like I really like Sway in the morning. Y'all are really family. Like I listen to you guys every day, and it's like even though I don't call all the time, it's like just listening is like being there with you all.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been a lot of days when I'm driving, because I drive for work, and I'm about to break, and somebody will call, and I'm like, whether it's funny or I feel it too, but it takes me out of what I got going through. So I thank you all for that.
Janice, I want to let David Weber speak to you as well, because I understand. I know what it's like. My parents were divorced as well, and they ended up, obviously because they had kids together, and when you have kids with someone, you run the risk of having grandchildren one day. So even though they were long divorced, they ended up being friends later on in their divorce and talking all the time as well. And then they ended up passing 18 months apart. My mom was 62. My dad was 65. I lost my parents at a very young age. Mm-hmm. They were young. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times you wake up and like, how is this even fair? Mm-hmm. Like, God, peace out. To talk to me. What's going on? But to Freeway's point, if it were not for my relationship with God, I would be somewhere really, really lost. And I reside in the peace that God knows all and he does what's best. Mm-hmm. And that's the peace that I live in. But I'm not the expert here. I share in that experience with you, not having both of my physical parents here as well. But David Weber, what would you offer?
Wow. First off, thank you again for sharing your story. Yes. There are a lot of people going through exactly what you're going through. Freeway, thank you for sharing your story too. First off, grief doesn't have an end date. Right? There's no like it's going to end in 3 years or 8 years or 12 years. Mm-hmm. You'll have moments where you feel decent. You'll have moments where you feel awful. Right? There's no end date. And whoever said time heals all wounds lied. Right? That's not how it works. There's no right or wrong way to grieve. However you grieve is how you grieve. Some people grieve by themselves. Some people grieve with other people. Some people make jokes and are laughing and those types of things that help with their grief. So everyone's different. So however you grieve is how you grieve. Lastly, watch out for your coping mechanisms, right? Sometimes we go to things that help us cope that aren't helpful, right? If alcohol isn't helpful for you and it makes you more depressed and more sad, watch your drinking this holiday. If doing drugs or whatever it may be makes you feel worse, watch that this holiday especially. And lastly, I'll say this. It's okay to set boundaries around what events you want to go to and don't want to go to. If you don't want to go to Christmas or whatever it may be, that's okay, right? Everyone's grown for the most part. Like we understand. Like people are going through stuff. I don't have to show up to Christmas this year if I'm not feeling like it, right? I may want to grieve by myself. So if you want to grieve by yourself, that's okay. To all you listeners out there, man, praying for all of y'all.
Don't let nobody make you feel guilty about how you want to grieve.
Facts.
For sure.
Facts. So Janice, I remember the day Emmitt Smith. Your father was a Cowboys fan. I remember very clearly. Mm-hmm. So you have family in us, and keep us posted. Yes. Please do, and reach out to us on social medias, DM us, and I'm with you. I'm wrapping my arms around you and hugging you right now because I understand. And I wish I didn't understand, but I understand.
I've sent pictures to both of you. I believe I have sent photos to you under the Levettes. Of my dad, especially in his fur coat.
Yep.
Yeah, but I thank you all. I'm sorry, Heather B. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. This is about you. You didn't cut me off. It's all good. Try as much as you can to remember the good and smile about your parents. They left a lot in you, and I can tell just by the fact that you're trying to gather your family together to be that person, that everybody comes to see. So much love to you, Janice. Keep us posted.
Love
you're a citizen.
Janice, of Sway in the morning.
I got to take Jay's call because he literally has been holding on the longest. Jay's just recovering from a surgery. So talk to us, Jay. You're in North Carolina.
Hey, Jay.
Hey, what's up, family? I love y'all. You know I love y'all. Y'all familiar. Hey, first of all, I want to say big ups and blessings to everybody on the radio right now. And my choice was New Edition because I'm originally from Boston, HB. So I grew up with them boys.
Listen,
but anyways, and so anyway, I'm recovering from my spinal fusion surgery, as I called them a few times when Sean T was up there. And it's just a struggle. Because you take advantage of everything that you used to doing, and struggle with it. Like as far as me brushing my teeth, getting dressed, it's coming up on a year, February 28th, since my surgery, and sometimes it's depressing, and because my struggle of just using my arms and my range of motion, I get a little emotional about it. But how I deal with it most times is I talk about it a lot, and when people that's used to seeing me, I lost like 40 pounds, but my weight's starting to come back, and I deal with it because my cousin, he's in Boston, and he can't even walk now. He's been rehab for over a year and a half now. So I see people that's in a worse situation than me, and that kind of helps me deal with it mentally. But I tell you, it's such a struggle dealing with this mentally. But I use motivation from other people, their energy and stuff in their situations to help me deal with mine. And I'm dealing with holidays. My mom passed in 2020 due to COVID, and it's a hard time of year for me and my sisters and my brother, dealing with it. So I got a lot on my shoulders right now, and it's just tough mentally.
Freeway, what would you offer? Let me let Freeway give you some words, as he's been so open with us talking about his surgeries and everything that he's had to deal with. And we don't even know how many months you had to go back and forth. You spoke about being in Baltimore. What would you say to Jay?
Peace, Jay. Hopefully you're feeling good today, man. First and foremost, we gotta recognize our blessings. The fact that you was able to get the surgery, and you on the other side of it is a blessing.
Amen.
Right.
I know it's difficult. I received a kidney transplant, and after receiving the kidney transplant, I have to take medicine for the rest of my life. They gave me a book bag full of medicine that I got to take for the rest of my life. One time I went to Vegas and forgot my medicine, and it was like World War III. Like, it was hectic. Like, people don't even realize, like, the things that we go through, like, on a daily basis, you know. So you just got to try your best to stay strong, surround yourself with people that got your best interests. And like you said, that's something that you said is something that I always do. Whenever, not even just my health journey, but life, period. Whenever I'm down or I feel bad about my situations and my circumstances, I look at people that's doing worse than me. It's always somebody doing a little worse than you.
Right.
So
I say that all the time, man. I appreciate them words of encouragement.
I try my best to look at the glass like it's half full as much as I can, like, throughout my life in every circumstance.
David?
I agree with him wholeheartedly. That's practicing gratitude.
Yeah.
That's really important. So thank you for sharing your story, though. Appreciate that.
Man, Jay, we love you.
Y'all being there.
We love you, man. Yes, go ahead.
Hey, I was trying to call you and Tracy and sing to y'all again this year, because out of all the people y'all know, I never hear anyone call in and sing happy birthday to y'all. So that's why I try to call every year. But this year I got put on hold too long, and it changed the segment. But happy belated birthday! My birthday's on the 20th of this month, and
happy early birthday!
I'll get my double nickel, so I'm gonna call in.
Yeah, listen. Yeah, we celebrated all November. Tracy G and I, we had a good time. So thank you for everybody who called in November to share our birthdays with us. Thank you.
Maybe Jay can sing something else for us.
Sing it.
If you got the voice on you.
Oh, I definitely got the voice. What you want me to sing? You want me to sing your happy birthday afterwards, belated? I can do it.
Holidays.
Yeah, sing a little Christmas tune.
Hang on the mistletoe. I'm gonna get to know you better this Christmas. And as we trim the tree, how much fun it's gonna be together this Christmas.
Wow. You know what?
Happy
holidays. Man, happy holidays. Jay, you did right. I'm so glad you didn't butcher that song. Man, that's a good one, Jay. Much love to you. God bless you, a citizen.
Hey, I love y'all, man. Big up to Sway, too, man. I'll talk to y'all. Peace.
Always.
Listen, Michael, Chris, Fernando, Cordell, Jeff, we had a lot of calls. We just couldn't get to everybody. This is a live show. But if you can, no matter what you're dealing with right now, find a way to allow God to use you. Find a way. Just, maybe to David's point and the Freeway's point, be a blessing. Even in your burden, be a blessing to somebody, because your blessing could just be picking up the phone and listening to somebody else who may be going through something. And because of your experience, you can help them. Like I said, me losing my parents, and y'all were here, when I was going through this, that burden, what it felt like, is now a blessing because I can help other people who have lost parents, losing their parents, and just sit and listen. It ain't my words. A lot of times I just sit and listen to them because they need to vent. Yeah. They need to talk they need to get it out. They need to talk about that guilt that Freeway spoke about. They need to talk about those memories and that love that David spoke about. So sometimes I just listen, right? And I understand both sides of it, the grief, the mourning, the guilt, the not wanting to be bothered. You go through all of it. And to David's point, there is no time. Some days I'm feeling happy and I can laugh and think about my mother and father and crack up. And other days it's like, phone is off, don't want to talk to nobody. Life feels unfair. Right. If I'm being honest, so find a way to allow God to use you if you can during, sometimes your darkest moments or most down moments. And you never know how you could be a blessing to somebody. Michael, Chris, Fernando, and Cordell and Jeff, reach out to Freeway. Freeway, where can people reach you?
Y'all can reach me on Instagram at Philly Freeway, on X at Philly Freezer, and Facebook, Philadelphia Freeway.
David Weber, man, my friend, where can people reach you?
Appreciate you. David Weber, WEBBER _LPC on Instagram.
Thank y'all both for everything. This is our Monday for the month, obviously, so we'll see you guys again in January. But I hope you guys continue to come back and do this work with us. I mean, I love it. It's one of my favorite things I look forward to because, we take life for granted sometimes, and we don't just stop and realize that everybody is going through something. Everybody's dealing with something, and they just want to be heard. So thank y'all so much. Shout out to Beanie too. Beanie Siegel was scheduled. Yeah, let him call up now while we go around the room and give out information. Want to say hello to him. Tracy G, where can people reach you?
Yo, citizens, love y'all. Hit me up at It's Tracy G, ITS_ACYG, Instagram, Threads. My DMs are open.
Hey. Kalani Light.
Not for that.
Yo, y'all can find me on the gram at the number 5 ALANI.
Torch.
You Torchington.
I'm at Torchington. That's Torch INGTON.
Torch, what are you laughing at now?
He glitching.
24/7 troublemaking Torch, yo.
Tracy DMs.
Torch, why you laughing? You on drugs?
Smoke crack,
don't you?
Glitching, switching.
DB.
Everything at it's really DB. Ladies, DMs are open. Fellas, not for y'all.
Oh my gosh, that is crazy. Oh, we getting Beanie on the phone? I could be reached at the Happy Hour WHB. Hit me up. Also, go to canvascolors.co. That's CANVAS colors.co and get Billy Talk. That's my vegan lip gloss line. If you purchase 2, you get a free Happy Hour gift. It's all right there. And of course, don't forget about Sway's Universe. You can get all of the conversations that we have at swaysuniverse.com. Don't forget about Rap Dads and all the work that we've been putting in here on Sway in the morning. Freeway, how'd that work out? No answer?
No, I texted him and told him to call, but it's all good.
You sure?
Hold on, I'm gonna try it.
Yeah, just try it one more time. We don't want to not show being some love, man. We make sure we get him in here. Also, Torch, who we got coming up this week? We got a big day on Friday. We got a lot of people coming up, right?
Friday, we got a few people coming up to show love. I started last day of the year that we'll be on air. I think Wednesday we got a guest, and we just having fun this week.
All right. Well,
not too much of nothing.
You make it sound excited.
Not too much of nothing. It's been a long year. You know what I mean? Like, we deserve it.
All right, then we got to get that break.
We deserve it.
Kaya, go ahead and give out your information as well. Yo, man.
On all socials, you can find me at JAEKAMERO. What does that spell out? J Camero. You asked me that last time.
Right,
Tracy.
I forgot.
Come on, Tracy.
It doesn't match.
Sometimes I ask for the citizens.
Okay. All right.
All right. It's true.
And you picked the alias for your social?
Huh?
What? How does that go with your
J
name?
Camero?
Yeah.
I am J Camero. That is me. That is my name.
Your name is
J Camero.
Kaya.
Yeah.
Kaya is J Camero.
Yeah.
Oh, we trying to see what the connection is.
Yeah, but
I'm the
to
connection.
make it easier.
It's me. You know it's me.
All right.
That's all you gotta know. That's all you gotta know. That's all you need to know.
It's
HV?
It's
That's
out here,
why
y'all. We
yeah.
tried.
It's glitching.
Yeah, Mental Health Monday will
Glitching.
continue tomorrow with Kaya and Freeway and David. We can come back and try to figure out her Instagram name and why it's all that. All right, it's all good. We love you, citizens. Thank you so much, Lord Sia. The Lord Said Special is up next.
Early.
We'll be back tomorrow. And on that note, we have nothing, God bless you, left to say.